What's going on, guys? Welcome to the third video in my three-part video series on purpose-driven music marketing and my upcoming Sell Music Masterclass. Now, I'm going to try not to talk too fast like I usually do, but I'm super excited about this. I've been having a great time making this video series, and I've really enjoyed sharing this information with you. Now, I got to take a quick second to say thank you for all the comments that I've been receiving from you guys. I've been trying to get back to everybody, trying my best, because it means a lot to me. Things have been absolutely insane. Completely crazy this week because the early bird waiting list has grown way bigger and way faster than I expected. There are a ton of incredibly talented individuals lined up for my Sell Music Masterclass right now. So if you haven't done it yet, make sure you click on the link underneath this video and sign up to get on the early bird waiting list. So at this point, I think it's actually the only way you're going to get a spot in the Sell Music Masterclass because we have so many people already on the early bird waiting list that I don't think many people, if any, from the public are going to be able to access the Sell Music Masterclass when the link goes live to the public on November 12th. So make sure you get your email on the list below. Anyway, let's get right into it. So in the last two videos, I showed you what's possible with purpose-based music marketing and shared some of the results that people just like you and I have been getting. I also showed you how to create what I call a reverse intuition success blueprint, and also taught you a technique I personally developed for Instagram to multiply your income and following. So in this video, I'm going to show you a few pillars directly from the Sell Music Masterclass. I'm going to show you exactly how to take your passion for making music and transform it into not only a thriving business and multiple income streams, but also a powerful personal brand that will attract massive opportunities for you as a creator, such as working with major artists, major producers, and locking in sponsorship deals with big name companies. So I'm going to share the exact process with you guys, and I'm also going to pull back the curtain and talk about what you can expect from my upcoming Sell Music Masterclass. So if you guys are ready, without further ado, let's jump into the Sell Music Masterclass. Alright guys, welcome to the Sell Music Masterclass. In this video, I'll be showing you exactly how to develop a music-based brand and business that can easily be scaled to reach the masses, how to diversify and multiply your income streams as a music creator, and how to get sponsorships and partner with major companies. Now, feel free to take notes because I'm going to share the exact blueprint with you. So, the Sell Music Masterclass was designed to follow a very specific blueprint. So each of these core pillars are in a sequential order for a specific reason. No pillar in the program is more important or less important than another. Now, the first pillar of the program really sets the tone for the entire course. To start, I'll be showing you how to break through your mental limitations by shifting into a power player mindset. Now, this might sound like some hippie bullshit, but if that's the first thing you thought when I said it, then you probably need this more than most. See, social media and the internet have conditioned us to be one of two things: incredibly cynical and ego-driven, or suffering from low self-esteem and constantly comparing ourselves to other creators. Now, whether we want to admit it or not, I know that the vast majority of us have been in one or both of those mental spaces at one point or another. This is a toxic mindset state to be in, and it's something that kills dreams, encourages giving up, fades clarity, and dilutes work ethic. In order to be a power player, we need to shift our belief system and tune our reality to align with those who are where we want to be, not where we currently are. Now, there's 6 proven key components to shifting into a power player mindset that are all covered inside the Sell Music Masterclass. So once we have our mindset tuned to where we need it to be, it's time to jump into the actual tactics and techniques that are going to take us from where we are to where we want to be. Now, the first thing that we need to deep dive into is the inbound music marketing formula. As music creators, our mission is to be discovered and for our audience to grow not only in size, but also in revenue generation. Now, inbound marketing is the art of being found or discovered through a variety of digital marketing channels such as email, social media, content marketing, mobile networks, and search engines. This formula is designed to attract people that would easily classify as your target audience. When inbound marketing is done correctly, that group of people are also ready to subscribe, follow, and buy, which is the key to growing your music-based brand and business. In the Sell Music Masterclass, I cover a much more technical explanation of why digital marketing, and more specifically inbound marketing, is our main focus and the core of our success. I also go into detail on developing an airtight content marketing strategy, the power of long-form content repurposing, and a handful of lesser-known platforms that are untapped with a massive opportunity to dominate. I also cover powerful marketing tools that are completely free that will not only track your progress, but will take the headache out of growing your brand and business. Lastly, we'll be constructing our goal cycle to ensure that our short-term gains will have a higher impact on our long-term growth. So this leads us to our next module, which is an incredibly important pillar to success that most people unfortunately never truly perfect, and that's the art of developing a powerful brand. Now, I really take you through this step-by-step formula when it comes to this because I know how important it is. Now, when it comes to this, there are a ton of aspects to cover, which I do in great detail inside the masterclass, but for time purposes, I'll just touch on the core factors in this video. Developing a powerful brand really starts with three main anchors: the strength of your aesthetic, the power of your story, and the differentiating shiny bits that make you stand out from the crowd. Now, most people might have one of the three anchors locked down, but a pretty car with no motor or wheels sits and rusts. So only having one or two is not enough. The three anchors are only the beginning of developing a powerful brand though, so in the module I'll be walking you through everything from brand names and logos to developing a consistent brand aesthetic through palette matching and the key to creating interesting, shareable moments. So once you're able to level up your brand, you'll be able to go out and start dominating social media, all the streaming apps and the interwebs. This is where it starts getting fun because I'll be teaching you high-level advanced strategies that will take your social media and online presence to the next level. Want to know how to dominate Instagram organically? It's in there. I got you. Want to learn the step-by-step proven creative video marketing system that'll make your music fan base explode? It's in there. I got you. How about learning the complex paid marketing strategies that professionals use to blow up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and even the streaming platforms such as Spotify and Pandora? Well, it's all covered in crazy amount of detail inside the Sell Music Masterclass. Now, I'd go into a lot more detail now, but I don't want this video to end up being 2 hours long. There is so much to cover with this stuff, guys. That's why I developed this program in the first place, because I can't properly walk you through this in a 20-minute YouTube video. Anyway, so once you have your systems in place that I just touched on, then you'll be ready to make the leap into email list building. Having a highly engaged mailing list will help you scale your income and grow your reach by giving you the ability to notify your audience anytime you release new music, have an upcoming show or appearance, or just to share exciting news with them to encourage engagement. Your mailing list is a powerful tool because if you build it correctly, everyone on the list is purposely signed up and wants to hear from you. With that being said, I'm going to walk you through setting up an effective purpose-driven mailing list from scratch, and I'll guide you through mailing list segmentation and how to set those up. I'll also show you how to create a high-converting landing page and give you 8 examples of lead magnets that'll help you grow your mailing list with qualified leads even while you sleep. From there, I'll be showing you how to start effectively building marketing and sales funnels that will not only grow your following but increase your income as well. So at this point, we're seeing significant growth. We have our systems in place to crush our content marketing strategy. Our brand is picking up major steam, which is showing in our analytics, our following, and our bank account. So now what? Well, it's time to scale. And to do that, we need to know how to master the hype formula and harness the power of no. Now, these are 2 pillars that no one else is talking about right now because only a select few of even the most successful individuals in the music space understand these concepts consciously. Now, I say that because I developed these concepts by spending years studying the highest level achievers and putting together lists of patterns that I discovered along the way. See, most of us are blindly creating and constantly throwing things up against the wall, desperately hoping for something to stick. Well, the big names in the industry and the top earners can't afford to blindly experiment until something works for them. They understand how to generate their own hype, but how do they do this? So they know where their audience is. They're in control of the momentum that they build around the brand and their content. They understand the most effective ways of growing awareness and amp up excitement about what it is they're working on. Not to mention they're able to hack the system by utilizing algorithm loopholes that anyone can do but very few know about. So these are all things that I break down in detail in the masterclass in order to give you an unfair advantage that will leave your competitors scratching their head and wondering how you seem to be everywhere all at one time. Now, the power of no is actually a concept that I had planned on writing a book about, which I might still do, but I think that it's so important that I had to include it here in the Sell Music Masterclass. So, the power of no consists of 6 core truths that once you establish clarity in, you'll be an unstoppable beast, not only with your music, but as a human being in general. Now, these might seem straightforward at first, but I promise you that coming up with a defined answer for all 6 might take you some time. That's why I respectfully called it the power of no and not just knowing some basic shit. So the power of no consists of the following: knowing why people should be excited about your brand and your music, knowing what is trending and what platforms are top performers, knowing when to promote, when to post, when to listen, and when to trust your gut, knowing who to promote to and who your target consumer is, knowing where your target audience hangs out, and knowing how to best connect with them. Now, it might sound simple, but once you deep dive into it and get past the generic, generalized answers, you'll be able to find the level of clarity and understanding that it takes to really become a top-tier marketing machine for your brand and your business. Alright, so that leads us to the 3 R's: reputation, rapport, and referrals. These are 3 components that most people overlook when it comes to developing their brand and scaling their business. Now, this is one of those no stones left unturned modules that'll bring a surprising amount of value to you and leave you saying, wow, I never thought of any of it like that. The 3 R's is a concept that I taught in my past mentorship programs that always received some great feedback, which is why I thought it would be important to include in the masterclass. So now that we're crushing it like never before, it's time to expand. Expanding too early on before being ready is why a lot of music creators and entrepreneurs fail. But with that being said though, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, so this module focuses on venturing out and leveraging your brand equity, your influence and your reach to multiply your impact and earnings by venturing into over 15 different proven revenue generating avenues that you'll have access to as a music creator. I go into intricate detail on each of the streams that you can tap into and lay out the pros and cons of each so you can make an educated decision based on risk assessment without jumping into anything blindly. This allows you to scale as quickly or as smoothly as possible. Now, this ties directly into the next thing I want to talk about, which is something I get asked all the time about, and that's how to get sponsorships and partner with major companies. In this section, I lay out the purpose-driven strategy that'll position you to have companies and brands fighting for your influence. Now, over the past few years, I've received hundreds of emails from companies wanting me to review their products, endorse their software, and share their services. I've also personally reached out to over 30 companies and have pitched them sponsorship ideas cold for myself and others. Now, this is the side of the business that most people don't talk about because some consider it selling out, but it's only selling out, in my opinion, if you're lying about your experiences, taking money from companies that you really don't support, or merely pitching a service in hopes that you'll earn some affiliate revenue without actually caring about your audience's experience. The good thing is we're not those type of people, so we won't be selling out by working with brands we love and companies we stand behind. This is a great way to receive free products that we would want to buy anyway and have access to services that we might not otherwise be able to afford. And don't forget, another source of income. Now, to help get the ball rolling for you, I'm including 5 email swipe copy templates that you'll be able to use to reach out to companies and brands that you'd love to work with. These exact emails are how I was able to work with companies such as Behringer and TC Helicon, just to name a couple major players in the audio gear world. Now, you obviously don't have to work with brands or companies if that's not your thing, but that brings us to the money talk. Growing your income and understanding that side of the game is something a lot of us struggle with as entrepreneurs. It took me years to figure this stuff out, and that's why I'm including it in the Sell Music Masterclass. I discuss investing, taxes, the difference between establishing an LLC and an S-Corp for your music business, understanding income growth projections and ROI when you begin to test the waters of paid promotion and marketing. In the masterclass, I also talk about the uncomfortable topic of knowing the difference between good investments and unnecessary spending that may be masked as good financial decisions. So in addition to everything I've walked you through so far, I'll also be including in the Sell Music Masterclass my 7-step music selling cycle, which is a super comprehensive step-by-step roadmap for creating, launching, and scaling your music business based on tried and true principles that are used by some of the most successful music creators in the music industry today. And don't worry, you won't need any expensive software or memberships to marketing services either. The 7-step music selling cycle is the exact blueprint I used to reach a point where I was averaging $10,000 a month in income with just selling beats online. And this blueprint works regardless of if you're a music producer, a musician, or an artist. And the Sell Music Masterclass doesn't end there. I'll also be sharing 5 detailed case studies of music creators just like you and I who went from dreaming of a life where they could do music full-time to that dream becoming their reality. As part of the Sell Music Masterclass, you'll also gain access to a secret mastermind group of like-minded individuals who are passionate about music and making their vision a reality. Now, on top of that, you'll have access to me directly through the group where I could fill in any gaps you might have and help to personally keep you accountable. You'll also be able to participate in high-level conversations with top-performing guest members who are personally invited by myself to bring even more value to the group. So I hope you guys enjoyed this inside look at some of the blueprint, and I'm super excited about opening the doors to my Sell Music Masterclass finally on Sunday to the early bird waiting list and on Monday to the public. Now I'm going to give you some quick instructions on how to make sure that you're actually going to be able to get in to the Sell Music Masterclass. And just a heads up, that early bird waiting list that I keep talking about has grown massively in just the past week alone. And in addition to that, I have over 200,000 people between my social media accounts, my YouTube channel, and my general email list who are waiting for me to open the doors to the Sell Music Masterclass. But with that being said, it's impossible for me to work with thousands of people at a time because I'm only one person. And I want to personally make sure that everyone who gets into the Sell Music Masterclass is accounted for by myself and the private community. So initially, I wanted to keep my Sell Music Masterclass very small. I'm talking between 50 to maybe like 100 people maximum. But I've decided to let a few more people in to avoid you guys riding on me. So I'm thinking I'm going to cap the enrollment at around 300 people, give or take a few. So that's more or less the number of people I'll be accepting into my Sell Music Masterclass once the doors open. So please make sure that your email is on that early bird waiting list. There'll be a link below this video. And check your email inbox on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, because that's when I'll be sending out the email if you're on the early bird waiting list. So at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, make sure to refresh your inbox until you get an email from me. Then obviously open that email, click on the link inside, and secure your spot as soon as possible. That way, I believe you're going to be able to lock in a spot and get into my Sell Music Masterclass. Now, if you want to procrastinate and put it off till maybe Monday or Tuesday, I can't guarantee that you're going to be able to get a spot in the Sell Music Masterclass, so don't get mad at me or blame me if you don't. Now, I say that because when I opened up the doors to my mentorship program last year, all the slots were taken within about an hour, and I only promoted that on Facebook organically. So make sure you show up on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, open your inbox, smash the refresh button until you do. When you see that email come through, open it, click on the link inside, and secure your spot. It's pretty straightforward. Now, I can't even begin to express how excited I am to work with all the new students, and I genuinely hope that you make it into the Sell Music Masterclass, so good luck. I look forward to seeing you inside the Masterclass, and I want to thank you so much for watching this video series. Seriously, it's been a crazy ride, and I'm eager and excited to get started.
Welcome to the Sell Music Masterclass, where we give you, the creator, proven advanced strategies with actionable tactics and techniques to help you monetize your music and develop a powerful online brand. With your instructor, Adam Ivy.